Aha, so today is the day I finally get to take out my TRAXAS slash 4x4 with these monster tires. These are 2.8 sized masher tires from Proline Racing, and I bought them pre-mounted on these plastic rims. Now, the rims and the tire themselves are actually about twice the width of a stock tire. I did cover this when I was actually doing the tire swap, but they're about the same weight. These are a tiny bit heavier. Now, I did guiltily go out and already run this vehicle. Unfortunately, it was not on camera. We're just a couple of buds out having fun jumping trucks. I grabbed this one, and what happened was I did not gear down in the pinion yet. I did take it out, I had a look at it, and really the motor isn't what's giving me any heat. The ESC was giving me a little heat, and I installed a fan on it, which is no big deal, but the amount of torque on a 3-cell Lipo being transferred out to the axles here, right through to the lock nut. There's a small ball with a pin that goes through it, and there is a plastic drive shaft that goes around the pin. Now, that did break, and that's simply from the amount of force that's being applied from these big rotating tires, and I was jumping, and I jumped it, and 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 finally it broke on the final landing. Now, the ground has been fairly hard. The snow has kind of frozen into an ice, but I did fix it, and I figure since it was only like a $10 fix, not a big deal. We'll probably see it happen again until I upgrade those from the plastic ones. But let's go outside and see how it does with speed and a little bit of airtime. 3S Lipo, 5,000 milliamp hour, 50C discharge. Fairly high discharge rate, so we can get some good speed and power. So this truck has one of the newer TRAXAS style battery connectors. Really, it's a little bit larger than the older style of TRAXAS connector like this one is. So you can push it together very hard, but I notice if you have hard landings, I noticed this while I was running the truck, that sometimes the battery can pop open. So I'm just gonna grab a piece of electrical tape, kind of make it a form-fitting snug wrap right here. That way, if I want to remove it quickly, I can still do that, but the impact landings won't cause this to split apart. So thumbs up, and I can drive away from the landing. let's have a look at it. So like I was saying, I did not gear it down, and full of snow. I'm touching. Motor is not hot. ESC not hot. I did put a cloth in here to help bridge the gap that's in here, just because this battery pack's a little bit smaller. But all in all, let me clean it out and see how we're doing. There we go. Cleaned out and generally dry. I'll have to go through and re-lubricate all the joints and bearings and drive shafts just to ensure that as it dries, it doesn't, it prevents rust as much as possible. So the fan is working apparently very well. The ESC wasn't warm at all. I'm surprised I did not break an axle stub at all. I thought I was going to for sure because it seemed to break pretty easy in the last day, but it was a little bit warmer today. So anyway, guys, hopefully you enjoyed the TRAXAS slash film. This was a request by one of our viewers, so I wanted to make sure to pull through and make a good slash video for you. So guys, thanks a lot for checking out today's video. Hopefully you're subscribed, and if you liked it, please give it a thumbs up, and we will see you in the next episode of RC Adventures. Now go outside and have fun with RC. Bye.